Let's add Postman's MCP server to Cursor. Hey everyone, Sterling here. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to add Postman's MCP server to Cursor. But first, we'll need to get your API key from Postman, and then we'll go through a couple use cases on how to use Postman's MCP server inside of Cursor. Let's get started. Postman's MCP server is right here on GitHub. And don't worry, the link will be in the description down below. We'll go first and take a look. The Postman MCP server has a couple of tool configurations. We have minimal, which includes only the essential Postman operations. This is the one I recommend you use. Then it's got full, which is all of the APIs, all the tools that it has access to. And we've also got code here. But for this setup, we're going to walk through how to set up the minimal MCP server. So scroll down, we're going to go to Cursor. And the cool thing about this is quite literally, I can just click the button and it will add it to Cursor. So check this out. There it goes. The link automatically opens up Cursor and takes me to the settings. Now, in this case, it's asking me if I want to install the server. This is a Postman MCP server, and you'll notice that the URL is set at minimal. But again, if I wanted to use the full or code, all I need to do is change this to full or code. But in this case, we're going to use minimal. The last thing you need here is your Postman API key. Now, if you already have one saved, you can just go ahead and copy and paste this. But I'm going to walk you through how to get that. So real quick, let's head over to Postman, and I'll walk you through how to get your API key. Inside of Postman, I'm going to go to the upper right and click on in this case, my head. We're going to scroll all the way down to where it says settings here. And then from settings, it's going to open up a new page. And on the left side, we have API keys and generate API key. Now, we could call this Postman Cursor MCP server and generate the API key. We'll copy this API key and head back over to Cursor. Back in Cursor, we're going to paste our API key here. Now, something to note, we need to keep bearer here. So API key, I'm going to paste my API key and we'll install. And now we've got 40 tools enabled. Now, if I load this up, you can see create collections. I've got 40 different tools available at my disposal, ready to go. That's how easy it is to install Postman's MCP server right into Cursor. Now, let's go through some use cases to see how best to use Postman's MCP server inside of Cursor's agent. If you ever need to get back to Cursor settings to update your MCP server, go to the upper right and where it goes down to where it says Cursor settings here. And in Cursor settings, it'll take you all the way back. One of the things that I found that is really frustrating is I'm used to using the keyboard shortcuts, so I'm using Command comma, but that opens the workspace settings and I can't find the MCP server here. So the best way to do that is to just go to the upper right, find Cursor, and go to Tools and MCP, and you'll get to the Cursor settings, and you'll be able to edit these here as you need. I'm back in Cursor, and I've opened up a new chat. I'm in the Fleet Logistics API that I've got, and I want to put in, hey, using Postman's MCP server, what collections are in my Fleet Logistics workspace? Now, I'm going to do something a little different, and that's because I have multiple workspaces. Actually, I have hundreds of workspaces. So I'm going to go back over to Postman, and here's a tip for everyone out there. If you hover over the name of the workspace, you'll find the workspace ID. The more context you can provide the MCP and the AI, the better it is. So in this case, I'm going to say my Fleet Logistics workspace with the workspace ID of, and I'm going to drop this in. So now I'm giving as much context as I can to the AI agent, and it's going to go directly to my Postman MCP tool, and it's going to use that workspace ID, and now it's going to look for all the collections there. Great. Now it's found one collection. Now I have just a singular collection with everything in here. Now, again, this is a massive API, so I can now manage my Postman collection, but inside Cursor via the MCP server. That's the first use case. Let's dig in a little bit further. Now let's say I've added multiple new endpoints to my OpenAPI spec. In this case, I added incidents to it, but I don't have that in my collections inside my workspace. So if we go over here, you'll see that there is nothing. I don't have the incidents here. It would be somewhere right around here, but it doesn't exist. So inside of a new chat, I've said, using the OpenAPI YAML, I've passed this in as context. I've added a new incidents endpoint to my API. Can you update my Postman collections in my fleet logistics workspace? And I provided, once again, that workspace ID. Okay, so it looks like it's been done. So let's go back over to Postman and see what we've got. I've got a new folder with incidents, and when I open it up, let's just go ahead and see what happens. Okay, we're going to check the parameters. Oh, we've got a couple of these. Let's just not worry about any of these. I'm not worried about any of these IDs. Let's see what all the incidences are. And it's working. That's how easy it is for me to update my collections using Postman's MCP server, and I did none of that inside of Postman. I did all of it in the Cursor IDE right where I'm working. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And all the docs and links will be listed in the description down below. And as always, we'll see you next time.